time. Judges, when was the last time you made a brave decision? Without brave decisions, we wouldn't be standing here on this stage. You as the judges and me participating the first time at this competition. Every time we take brave decisions, magic can happen. Judges, my name is Lukas. I work in the coffee industry since 2008, and in 2019 I started my own coffee roastery. And today I will be your barista, and I hope I can create some magic moments for you today. Now let's talk about magic moments while I'm brewing my espressos for you. In 2017, I decided to travel through Colombia for 5 months. And the first region I visited was the region Valle de Cauca. And the coffee I'm going to serve you today also comes from this region, Valle de Cauca. My coffee is a geisha variety, grown at the height of 1,700 meters above sea level, at an average temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. Rigoberto and Luis, the owners of the farm, they also made a brave decision. They decided to process their coffee hybrid washed. In a first fermentation process of 20 hours, the complexity of the coffee bean was able to develop. After that, they departed the coffee and made another fermentation process for another 35 hours, where citric notes and red berry notes were able to develop. Me as the roaster, I also decided to roast the coffee with a special roast profile. Fill-in temperature was at 180 degrees Celsius. After the drying phase, I extended the browning phase by holding the flame down at a low level. This gave the bean time to develop a lovely sweetness and the flavor notes I just mentioned before. First crack was at 174 degrees Celsius. The development time I kept short at 13%, and the duration of the complete roasting process was 9 minutes and 10 seconds. The coffee was roasted by myself exactly 5 days ago. Now I'm going to prepare 4 shots of espresso for you. And a double shot of espresso into this special iced cup that chills the coffee down without diluting it for the latest course, the signature drink. Brew ratio of today is 23 grams in and 40 grams out. The combination of the brave decision from the farm, hybrid washing the coffee, combined with my brave decision to extend the browning phase of the roasting process, results in a flavor experience that is pure magic. Taking a sip of this coffee reminds me of this first night in Valle de Cauca. I was overwhelmed by the energy I felt when I saw the Colombian people dancing salsa between those colorful coffee fincas. Judges, please first evaluate the crema, then stir the coffee 5 times and drink it within 3 sips. Please write. First sip, you will have red plum, nectarine notes, medium body and a creamy texture. With your second sip, you will have grapefruit notes, a silky texture and milk chocolate notes. With your third sip, you will have long-lasting milk chocolate aftertaste. Judges, please enjoy and feel how this coffee dances its most stunning salsa at your palate. Judges, after the night out with the intensive dance moves at your palate, it's time for a revitalizing breakfast with a lovely milk beverage outside of the city in a calm village. Milk is a very important element for the specialty coffee world because milk beverages are the easiest beverage for people to dive into the specialty coffee world. The milk I use comes from a cow I know personally, called Laura. Laura lives on a field close to the roastery. The cows on the farm get fresh food and fresh air every day, what leads in a high milk quality. Every morning I'm walking to the roastery, I say hello to Laura, and Laura is moving back to me. Laura was milked on Wednesday this week. Thanks to the freshness of the milk contains a complex lactic acidity that harmonizes perfectly with the acidity notes of my coffee. On the same day, the local cheese dairy homogenized and pasteurized the milk. Thanks to that, a lovely sweetness of the milk was able to develop. Finally, the milk was freeze distilled for 24 hours to increase texture and creaminess of the milk. For the special milk from Laura, I decided to roast the coffee with a special roast profile. Fill-in temperature was at 164 degrees Celsius. At the beginning of the roasting process, I made the soaking phase of 2 minutes. Soaking the coffee decreases the moisture of the coffee bean. And thanks to that, I let the coffee beans rotate without giving additional energy to the roasting drum. And thanks to that, the complex flavor notes can start to develop at an earlier stage in the roasting process. First crack was at 174 degrees Celsius. Development time I kept short at 13%. And takeout temperature at 182 degrees Celsius. Coffee was roasted by myself exactly 5 days ago. Once again, 4 shots of espresso for the milk beverage and a double shot of espresso for the signature drink. Brew recipe for the milk beverage espressos is 23 in and 38 out. Now, if you haven't, I ask you to please move to the next menu card. And now I'm going to heat the milk to the perfect milk temperature of 55 degrees. What develops lovely sweet notes of the milk. Judges, you see, to create a magical milk beverage experience, I worked on 4 different pillars, representing the tasting zip you're gonna have. I therefore ask you to please write. First pillar, the amazing geisha coffee. That gives you beautiful fior di latte notes on your first sip. Please wait with drinking. Second pillar, my special roast profile with soaking the coffee. That brings you beautiful orange liquor notes on your second sip and a creamy texture. Third pillar, the brew ratio of today. 23 grams in. And 38 grams out. And fourth and last pillar, the amazing milk from Laura. Giving you a high sweetness with every sip of the drink. Judges, feel how the milk beverage creates a colorful magic moment at your palate. Please enjoy. Yes, thank you. Judges, since we are revitalized by the lovely milk beverage, we are ready for my last magical destination, my signature drink. Core of the drink is the amazing geisha coffee. My signature drink catches the vibe, the energy, and the diversity of Colombia. So the geisha coffee is representing the energy of the Colombian people. Then I'm adding a coffee distillate of the same coffee without alcohol that brings in the characteristics of the same coffee in its purest flavor, representing the beautiful fauna and flora where the geisha coffee was grown. Then I'm adding a distillate of jasmine without alcohol as well, and some of the floral syrup. It brings in beautiful floral notes into the cup, representing the fresh air you can breathe up in the Colombian coffee hills. Now I'm adding agave syrup. It lifts the body and sweetens the drink up. It represents the sweet and charming behavior of Rigoberto and Luis. Now I'm going to blend everything to give you a different tasting experience with every sip of the drink. And there you go. Judges, please write. With your first sip, you will have nectarine sorbet notes. Second sip, salted caramel and jasmine. And with your third sip, beautiful grapefruit notes coming from the geisha coffee. Now I'm adding the last ingredient, sparkling water. It brightens up the drink in a refreshing way. Sparkling water represents salsa, dancing on the finca, at your palate, or let's just say, special something that makes a moment to a magical moment. Has to happen like last time. Thank you for your attention. Time.
Großen Applaus, Lukas. Jetzt nicht mehr anlangen, du darfst zu mir kommen, Lukas. Lukas, komm, lass uns ein bisschen schwätzen, lass dir ihren Job machen.
Okay.
Du kannst jetzt entspannen.
Endlich.
Durchschnaufen.
Ja, das ist sehr schön.
Das Feierabendbier verdient.
Ja, das kommt gleich.
So. Jetzt kannst du nichts mehr machen, jetzt ist es gelaufen.
Das ist so.
Zufrieden?
Ja, mal, ist gut gegangen.
Hey, das
Wirklich.
erste Mal, oder?
Ja, ja, das allererste Mal jetzt mitgemacht in der Kategorie Barista.
Also darfst ruhig stolz sein. Applaus für den Lukas hier. He? Mega gut. He? Die Zeit hat auch gelangt. Alles gut.
Perfekt. Super.
Durchschnaufen. Und jetzt, wie gesagt, eben abwarten. Wir kommen dann schon bald zum Announcement. Die jetzt schon geduldig sind, ich sage es euch, am 4 Uhr geht's los. Aber bis dahin wollen wir natürlich noch, vor allem jetzt mit dir noch ein bisschen schwätzen, bevor dann da die Jury auch geht. Du darfst abräumen dann nachher noch.
Okay.
Aber wichtig, hey, was hat dich dazu gebracht, um zu sagen, mal, ich riskiere jetzt mal aus der Röststube sozusagen ab auf die Bühne zu gehen?
Es hat mir einfach eine spannende Challenge gedunkt, sage ich jetzt einmal. Und gleichzeitig dabei auch nochmal wieder etwas lernen, so das Wissen und das Know-how. Mit so einem Prozess, oder, mit der ganzen Vorbereitung, bringen wir das sicher nochmal auf ein ganz anderes Level als vorher, so intensiv.
Sozusagen auch die andere Seite ein bisschen kennenzulernen, oder?
Genau,
Ja.
wo ja auch eine entscheidende Seite ist.
Ja, ja,
Die ganze
absolut,
Branche.
oder?
Und
Sehr gut. Ich glaube, die Jury ist ready. Ich lade dich da kurz schnell Tschüss sagen.
ja, okay, merci vielmals. Thank you very much.
Wie gesagt, am 4 Uhr geht es los mit den Announcements. Also könnt nicht zu weit weg. Das wären jetzt noch
Thank you very
40
much.
Minuten Geduld.
Merci.
Und dann wissen wir, wer sind
Danke.
die neuen Schweizer Meister in der jeweiligen Kategorie. Und ich bin schon extrem gespannt. Ich nehme an, oder ich weiß schon, viele da sind auch schon extrem gespannt und können kaum mehr warten, bis es dann soweit ist, um das herauszufinden. Aber Lukas, komm,
Soll ich nochmal?
jetzt haben wir noch schnell Zeit. Hä? Nein, eben. Dann, eben, du bist reisen, hast du auch noch gesagt, oder?
Genau. Ja,
Jetzt Kolumbien.
jawohl.
Du hast gefunden, das musst du jetzt noch da zelebrieren on top.
Ja, sicher. Es war sicher eine einzigartige Erfahrung, die Reise in Kolumbien, wo ich auch auf verschiedenen Kaffeefarmen war, mithelfen bei einer Ernte. Und ja, dort hat mich das Kaffeefieber endgültig gepackt, obwohl ich eben eigentlich schon ganz lange in der Kaffeebranche arbeite. Aber das war wirklich so ein spezieller Moment, wo ich gedacht habe, Kaffeebranche, dort bin ich daheim.
Super. Also, dann sage ich jetzt, ich lade dich aufräumen, weil da brauchen wir auch bald Platz. Danke vielmals und nochmal einen riesen Applaus für den Lukas.
Merci.